Hello and welcome to this Pursuit of Victory recap. This clip is from Stage 10, Race 4, where there was a fuel requirement. I just went the whole race without ever using the brakes and didn't have any trouble at all. In running these races, I earned just over 680,000 R and just over 208,000 fame. And then there's the rewards of 100,000 R dollars and 120 gold. I didn't spend anything. No upgrades are required. Now, there are some problems during this event for some people. This race, Stage 8, Race 3, gave people some trouble. It was crashing. There's a very simple solution, and that's because of the bots we're racing against. Put your device in airplane mode. It's, for some reason, they're having TSM bots, which is actual people's runs, but I think it's from 2015, and I think some of that content got deleted, so just stick it in airplane mode and you should be fine. Remember that trick if it's crashing for you. Now this race, Stage 9, Race 6. This race was one that gave people trouble because we have degrading grip. So you've got to be very careful. There's going to be a link to these full races. This is a recap. This isn't a redo of all these races. I've got a playlist link of every single event in this entire series. That's important to watch. So you start off and already my tires have degraded a bit. But then check this out. We're at the end of lap 2. I'm in first place. You have to win this stage. And this guy's all over my bumper. He's obviously got 100% grip. And I don't. I tried to do a pit maneuver. You can't do a pit maneuver when the car that you're trying to pit has way better grip than you do. And usually this Audi would have more grip than that Nissan. My grip's down to 11. So I'm left to one recourse, and that is I'm going to absolutely blast through the final chicane and hopefully overtake JoJo76 here right at the tail end here. I'm going for broke. I don't really care. And there you go. There's lots of tricks like that I've got for you guys. You got to check out the full playlist link. Let's move on to another difficult race. You have to win with a huge lead, and some people are having trouble with that, including me. Here's what I did. First of all, people asked my settings. Tilt beat controls, steering sensitivity 1, all assists off. Now let's test bot slowing, because getting in the lead was no problem. Getting the amount of a lead I need a massive lead, 1,554 meters, 1,700 yards. To get that, even with off-track cuts, I was not having success. So that worked for me, where I could actually get a huge lead, even though Existent was in a Nissan Nismo LMP1. Mind you, I did do the pit maneuver, but sometimes he would recover and beat me, so this attempt, after doing the bot slowing, successful. More on that in the big video. This average speed race was giving people trouble as well, and again, with no upgrades, I spent no currency. You got to get a bit creative. So I'm blasting through this traffic as fast as I can, and you've got to kind of know where they're going to drive, which is hard because when you would restart, the bots would be in different cars and the traffic would be really different. So like here, I was not expecting that. That made me, I went off track to avoid that, having two cars right back to back like that and then one beside them. And then this is a huge off track cut. Tricks like that are really useful when you're trying to do this with no upgrades like I was. Stage 10, Race 5, another very difficult race. I did do bot slowing for this one. Again, I talked more about that in the main video. And in this one, you had to finish in 10th place to win. There was an event description error where one screen says place in 10th and win. But that's not right. Anyhow, because that doesn't make sense. 10th is 10th, not first. Anyhow, here I am. I've got 2 more cars to pass. And I'm really running out of track. Like, we're coming to the end here. So this is hard. A lot of people had a lot of trouble with this. This is after me slowing down the competition, and I still had some trouble. Thankfully, he was in an Aston Martin, which are quite fast on the straights, but not on the corners. So I was able to get by him and complete this race. Again, full race is in the main video. And then this one is easy, but some people have trouble with this. So you just had to do 5 donuts and then finish the lap. No competition. And a little trick for doing this, it already has your assists off, but turn your steering sensitivity up to 10 if you're having trouble. I'm doing this at steering sensitivity 1, which is no problem for me. So I'm gonna bring up that playlist link right away, and there you go. Here's me finishing it, and yeah, no upgrades at all. So here's the playlist link. Some other videos you might find interesting. Please like, please subscribe. I put out all sorts of helpful videos to help you guys finish events on the cheap. And this one was less than free because I got all those race earnings and rewards and all that jazz. So thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck in earning your Audi R18 E-Tron Quattro LMP1 car.